Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. I'm going to show you what's going on with the tool shed and just give you a quick little update. Nothing big. This is not mess. This is covering a beam, a 4x6 beam that I bought. I have it stored under there temporarily. If they hit the sunshine, they can twist and turn. I actually have to cut that one off so it doesn't go under there, so it doesn't twist underneath there. So you can see I painted it all the way around. It matches the chicken coop and the gonna be guest outhouse and the house. All right, so for those of you who've been following along, when I got this, this was a pier, that wasn't there. This was a pier, that was a pier, that was a pier, and that was a pier. Set on the ground, no real base. It was very precarious. This whole thing could have went that way and fallen off the piers. And underneath are 4x4s. They had 4x4s, so one in the middle, one there, one on the end, and down here and there. And so what I did is I came in and I put piers subgrade. The frost line here, I love it on YouTube. People go, you got to dig 4 feet to the frost line. Maybe in Minnesota. Here it's 18 inches. So I went down, leveled it off, laid gravel, white gravel down there, and then built a 2 wide brick pier coming up. And then I have a 4x6 beam. The reason it's on its side and not up, it would be stronger up, you know, the 6 inches going up, is because on the other side, I'll show you, it's, I don't have enough clearance to go 6 inches. So I had to lay it on its side on a brick, and it's ground contact, so it's fine as long as we're back here. Same with this guy, he's on a brick, ground contact, barely makes it underneath. I still have to shim him up. Those are temporary shims. This one I got a full pier in on this side, buried down there and then up, and then I core fill it so they don't wobble around. So what I have to do is one more beam. This is the center line right here. That is so jank. The 4x4 whatever you call them, beams running this way that the floor sits on, they don't even meet in the middle. I showed you that before. I don't want to climb down there again. And so this is at danger of falling down, and then both center beams falling down like that. So put one up here, one's gonna go right here. I was thinking initially about then taking out these 4x4s, but I think I'll leave them in. It'll just give it that much more floor strength, and I don't need them for anything right now. I'm not gonna redo those piers though. These piers right here and right here, I've got it covered because I don't want the sun to warp the beam until I cut it off. Those will hold it. So it's going to go from being janky to being super solid. It is not anchored to the ground. None of our sheds here are. We just don't get winds here like we did in Kansas. And I'm not overly worried about it. Plus I'm going to have a lot of weight in there. I may eventually sink some concrete piers with some posts that come up to the side and connect them, you know, on like 4 corners to hold it down, but I'm really not worried about it. So once I get the last beam in right here, basically where that paint bucket is, I'm done with this until I get the inside of the house done. What I'm trying to do now is prevent disaster and damage. And so I painted it so that, you know, the wood doesn't rot on me. It's now protected. I'll get that last beam up. It's not going to fall down, and it will just sit there. And what's waiting for me inside here is a whole bunch of fun. You see that? I don't know if the camera's focusing. Looks like it is. These are called Boston siding. They look like that, and that's what's going up on my walls and in my roof. And so I can't do anything in here until I get these out anyway. So there you go. All right, just a quick little update. Not putting it on YouTube. Those people disgust me. Although, did you see that video went to 500,000? Lowe's really should have just refunded all my money for this shed. It would have saved them money in the long run. A lot of people said, I was going to get a Lowe's shed, but I decided not to now. I'm going to do something else. Enough people did that equaled more money than if Lowe's had just paid me and I wouldn't have done the video. But there you go. All right, so that's where I'm at. Sister Kate just got back with some more fencing right there in the back of that truck that we are going to make one of these over the garlic bed we did the other day. So guess what? I still have work to do. I'll see you out there.